Well, good evening and welcome to my Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. I am here with Miss Wonderful, Miss Holly. Holly,
hey
how are you?
I'm good, sweetie. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. It is Tuesday. Almost thought it was Wednesday, but it's not. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
I'm ready for the week to already go through. I got so many cool projects at hand right now, and my Psychic Connection's making some big changes to the website that are going to launch on January 2nd. Very excited about that. This weekend, We're going to be doing a great big show on Saturday, doing some giveaways at 5 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have, I'm going to say 5 of the psychics will be on, possibly 6. And I've been talking to some of my good friends over in LA. And so we're going to have some surprise guests coming in January. I'm getting tongue-tied over here, as you can tell.
In January? Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. You going to let me know in advance, or are you just going to spring it on me? Or is it going to be on somebody else's show?
You'll find out.
In other words, no, you're not going to say anything and you're just going to spring stuff on me.
Surprise! I want to say
guys, hi,
Eugene. and Christina, and I see Legine. Hey, everybody, how's it going? All right.
Oh, we're getting a full house already, and Teresa's
here too. Yes, we are getting a full house. Hey, guys, how's it going? Hey, Teresa. All right, guys, how we do things here is if you have a question for us and you'd like to get an answer for it, don't hesitate to put it in the comments section. If you're on Facebook, like the group that you're in. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time that we're on live, going live. And if you are listening to us through Spreaker or all the other programs that are on there, I can't remember them all. There's about 20 of them. But if you guys are listening from another area, you can find us on Facebook or on Instagram, or not Instagram, YouTube, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Now, if you're on Spreaker, you can ask your questions in the chat room. We do have a chat room over here. So go ahead, check it out. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions there too. And someone said, hi, Journey and Faye. Whoops, Holly. So you see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one with the little oopsie poopsies tonight.
Don't worry about it, Catherine. I answered almost anything, honey, because I have an identical twin sister, so I've been called all sorts of things. She likes
a lot. Hey, you! Huh? Yeah, see? All right, guys. We're so excited for you guys to be here. We're going to have a wonderful show. We're going to try to get to everybody's questions, so please be nice. If you guys are going to get invited by a troll to get an accurate reading, which I've seen numerous times on the show, just ignore those. Their readings were so accurate they wouldn't be coming to our show to bring you over to them. So just a little FYI in case someone's like, oh, look, come get me. Well, why'd you have to come over here and say that? Because clearly you can't draw anybody in yourself. Just saying.
Saying.
Let's get my stuff over here too. I seen you over there playing with your cards. So, Holly, what cards are we using tonight? So, show us.
We are using I've got 2 sets actually. I'm using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle set.
I have those over there.
And then we've got my Fairy Tarot set. So.
Ooh, that's nice.
You've seen this, haven't you?
Yeah, I just seen the glimpse of it, so it was still, again, it's still.
Oh, so here you go. Here. All right, so everybody can see it all up in person. That's what it looks like.
They are gorgeous.
This is my fun deck, and I'm not doing my Voyager deck because, well.
See, now you're doing it. We're all tongue-tied tonight. It's funny.
You don't know. I may have done that on purpose.
You didn't. I do know. I might be psychic.
Where? No, really? Ooh, that means that you're the devil.
Oh.
I need to get my holy water out.
Oh.
I actually had somebody tell me that.
It's on fire when you touch it.
Huh?
I said, well, don't catch on fire when you touch it.
Right.
You were going to splash
no.
it on me. And we just started the show just the way we always do, y'all.
I am agog. I cannot believe that you would say such a thing. Anyway, and if y'all believe that I got some swampland in Florida, I want to sell you. Okay.
So do I. So do I. I got some swampland in Arizona for you.
I'm going to bring my curtains in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Those are really pretty. I really like them.
Thank you.
Very decorative.
I got rid of my shower curtain and put up real curtains.
We're moving on up. Moving on.
We're moving. Oh, Lord, save us. Okay, we're ready.
I had to add that. It was the perfect moment.
I know.
I know all you guys are ready to get some questions answered, so we're going to be getting to that in just a second. Like I said, when you guys ask a question, remember, general reads, mediumship, medical, things like that need to stay off this show. Take it to the website. If you want to know what website that is, that's mypsychicconnection.com. Sign up, get 3 free minutes and additional free minutes every time you add funds. Now, if you have any issues or anything like that, as we are working on the site, it does have a little bit of glitches here and there because they're putting in the new system, which is making it a little hard. But if you have anything, they will help you immediately and take care of any problems you have. But if you get signed up, you get on there. Remember, if you sign up now, you'll get your free minutes and you'll get your account. And then when it switches over, you're going to get your additional free minutes from when the switchover happens. So listen to all that free stuff that's being given out. All right, guys, we're going to start the show here. We got lots of questions and more coming in. So let's go on and get this taken care of. I see Cassidy out there. Hey, Cassidy, how's it going? Legine said, "Mercy, y'all ain't right."
Oh, Legine, you're just now figuring this out? You've been my friend for, 12 years? Please.
Hey, that's the way it is. My friends, after 30 years of going, are you crazy? No, this is just who I've been. Where have you been? And if you don't know this, where the hell have you been? Because I'm not the crazy one. This is normal. It's not. Yes, it is. This is my normal.
This is normal.
No, that's good. That's grandma. That's grandma. Yeah.
Grandma?
Yo, you said it the other day.
Grandma?
Don't worry, Grandma. Don't get your panties in.
Grandma.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy you a mug. Says it.
No, I don't want a grandma mug.
It's gonna say Psychic, Sassy, and Granny with a twist.
Grandma. Okay. Listen, just because I have to walk with a cane sometimes now does not make me a grandma. Thank you so much.
Hey, you know what? That's what I should get you for Christmas. One of those big, long canes with the crystal on the top and all the cute gold decoration on it. And you can look like you came out of the Lord of the Rings.
No.
I think it sounds amazing. I think you need one. I think
it sounds
called a
expensive.
staff. You need a staff, not a cane.
Only if it has a very pointy end that has a knife in the end that I can push it and go to you.
I can get you all that stuff, but in order to poke me with it, you better be good at it. Because I will take you down.
For y'all who don't know this, Ryan is I'm 5'2" and Ryan is about 7 feet tall. So it would not be very fun.
Hey Pamela, how's it going?
Hey Pam.
Legine says, I love you. That's from earlier when you said you know me for 12 years. And all right, everybody's saying hi to each other inside the room. I'm glad everybody is getting acquainted with everybody. All right, so let's get this show on the road. Let's get these questions started. So let's go ahead and take the first question coming from Heavenly Moonlight. Heavenly says, curious if my sister is cheating on her husband with Jay and if they have a shot at a real relationship going forward. Okay. So I'm going to say yes, they are, but I don't feel like Jay was the only person she cheated with. I feel like this has happened a couple times. Jay just seems to be the recent one. As for a real relationship going forward, I feel like she has a hard time walking away from her situation. So in order for her and Jay to go forward, she would actually have to let go of all the ties where she continues to keep connecting herself to her husband's business and keeping herself involved. She has to pluck herself out in order to, make that happen. And she's not making that happen. So she's involving herself with her husband's life, but she's also living a second life. But like I said, I don't feel like this is the first time. Now, does she have feelings for Jay? I feel like they are there. But when it comes to the husband, I don't feel like she's in love with him. I think she's used to him. And that's what I see. I'm going to pass the torch over to good old Miss Holly over here and see what she has to say.
She keeps playing with her curtains.
Yes.
Stop playing with your curtains, Holly. Okay, so how to say this politely? So Heavenly Sweetie Pie, I'm going to give you a little advice. Yes, she has cheated. Yes,
she says she doesn't know how to leave her current situation. That's true. She doesn't.
She doesn't know how to leave her current situation. And this is a pattern with her. I don't see that the relationship going forward anytime soon. And I just see this happening over and over and over again. But I want to give you a warning, Heavenly. You need to stay out of this. Okay? You need to stay out of this. This is a very volatile situation. And I don't, unless she changes her ways, I see more trouble coming down the pike for her and all involved. So you need to stay out of it. Okay, Sugar Pie? Because right now I'm a little more concerned with you than I am with your sister. You have a big heart and you want to try and help, but this is not something that you can do. It's not your place to get involved in this. This is something that has to play itself out, and you don't need to be anywhere around it. Good. I'm glad she says, oh yeah, I have been staying out of that mess. You need to continue to stay out of that mess. Okay? Because
Absolutely.
It's a hot mess. Right? But I don't see, I just see more trouble coming down the pike is all.
Absolutely. I agree with you there. It's just best to step back and allow her to make her mistakes on her own, because she's clearly not listening to the voice of reason, and she's playing house with herself and her husband, but then she's going out and living a double life with somebody else in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Says completely makes sense. I can't stop her from doing what she's doing. Exactly, you can't. So that's why you have to step back and let her make her mistakes. You got to let her fall. She needs to fall on her face, to be honest with you, to put it bluntly.
Yeah. Yes, she does. And I'm sorry that has to happen, but that is what's going to happen. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Heavenly, sweetie, one more thing. You're an empath. Why are we getting so many empaths these days, Ryan? I guess it's because of the shifts that are going on.
Well, it's the shifts, and then it's the fact that we're going through a pandemic, so our emotions are really high right now, and everybody's kind of having to stay put and stay home, and they're dealing with it, and they're listening to other people's problems. So the pandemic has opened the empaths that have been closed off.
Yeah.
The empaths that have not allowed themselves to open themselves for everyone to see. So I really believe that the pandemic has done a lot of different things, and everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're opening up our feelings to something to feel outside of what we typically feel for ourselves, I feel more along the lines that this is a way for us to be warned about things
Mm-hmm.
so we can change them, because
Right.
things have not been good for a while. And I think, with all the empaths out there right now, you are seeing, the energy change, and people are opening themselves up. So they're becoming aware, which is good. We need awareness
Mm-hmm.
big time. But the thing about it is having yourself awakened and not knowing what to do with it, or taking on too much energy when it isn't your own, can throw your own life into chaos. That's why
Yep.
we talk about grounding all the time. And
All the
it's
time.
very important. And if you haven't
All the
seen
time.
any of our videos from prior, you need to watch a couple of them, because we talk about grounding and how to do so with salt, dirt, putting your hands in the ground, doing things like that. So, take a look at some of our, extra videos from the past. Pretty much all of them say the same thing about grounding and connecting with yourself. So you make sure you guys give yourselves one of those days where you take 15 minutes. I say take 15 minutes for yourself every day, even if it's just to close your eyes and sit there. Take 15 minutes. Meditate. Talk to yourself. Do what you have to do. Put your hands in the dirt. Put your hands in saltwater bath, whatever you need to do in order to reconnect, regroup with yourself, and realize that the energy and what you're feeling may not be your own, and the effects of other people brought onto you. Everyone is awakening right now. It's very crazy to have this many people awakening at one time. It
It
usually
is.
doesn't happen that way.
No.
So that's something that we need to pay attention to as well.
Mm-hmm.
As psychics, we're going to have a lot of people who come to us who want that type of energy, and they need a balance, or they need a direction. And that's why Holly and I ourselves were talking about creating classes in order for those who are seeking the actual guidance in which they need in order to balance and to move forward. You would have that available at the click of a mouse.
Yep.
So that's our next step. So get
Yep.
prepared for that, guys. It's coming.
It is coming very quickly, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
But Heavenly, you are an empath, baby, and you tend to take on everybody else's problems. So be aware of that, and be aware that that's not a good thing for you right now.
It is
So
not.
just, and like I said earlier, step back and don't engage,
Mm-hmm.
and don't swallow the Kool-Aid, sugar pie, because there's going to be a lot of it flying around during this holiday season. Okay?
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to keep on going here. We got another question from YouTube. It's from Isaac. Isaac says, will the father of my girlfriend accept me as being a part of his daughter's life? My girlfriend has told me he's a bit judgmental and can be standoffish. Now, Isaac, the first thing that I got with the situation when it came to you guys coming together is that the relationship between her and her father is not a solid relationship. I feel as though that he's done a lot of giving for her, and he feels as though she's taken it for granted. And so he's got disappointment with her. Now, when it comes to you and her being together and him accepting it, if you want him to accept it, you're going to have to wow him. But at the same time, don't be fake with him. You need to be straightforward with him, and you need to let he is not going to be open. He is not going to be accepting this situation. Not for some time. Not until he can see a change and feels that you can impress him with the changes that you have with her. So, with that being said, he's going to be looking for, is she taking care of things that she needs to? Is she straightening her life out? Is she moving forward? Is she doing what's right for her? Is she getting her education? Is the one thing I see that he wants the most, is for her to have an education. And he really wants that for her. And I don't feel like she's got the education where he thinks that he's satisfied with the education in which she has now. I do believe that she wants something more, and he wants something stronger for her to have a well-groomed background and to be able to take care of herself. Now, to introduce you to this, he's going to expect these same things out of you. So that's how you're going to impress him, by changing her ways to make her a more balanced person. But that's what I'm getting here. I mean, I just feel like the the energy is, they said they don't have a bond as they should. No, they don't. And the energy that's circling that is because she's letting down. He's still there for her. He loves her. He cares about her. But he did not do what he wanted, what he expected of her. And he says he's old school in his ways of thinking. That is possible. Not everybody is as hip to, what's next and how things are. But you also got to remember, if he's old school, the way you have to present yourself with him is in that same manner. So give him that respect, and he will give you so much respect back that you may not have to act like you're old school everywhere else. But for him, you give him that pleasure, and he will open that heart and he will accept you. But I'm going to hand the mic over to Holly, and she's going to give her advice as to what she sees. Holly?
Yeah, there has been, Isaac, you are coming, I hate to say this, kind of late into the picture with this situation with your girlfriend and her father. She has, like Journey said, she's disappointed him many, many times, and he's just kind of thrown up his hands. Okay? So anything that she brings into his life, her life, that he views as a distraction and takes away from her moving forward and becoming what he considers a proper young lady, he isn't going to like. All right? So, yes, he is old school.
Isaac also says, see, the problem is also they don't communicate with each other.
No, they don't communicate with each other because she's not very respectful to him.
No, she's not.
She's not very respectful to him. And yes, he is old school. And he's one of these guys, if you're going to take my money and live underneath my roof, it's going to be my rules. And a lot of people don't understand that. I'm old school myself because of how I was raised. You having respect for yourself and for the people around you is not a bad thing. Actually, it's a good thing. If you want to be able to get in good with this gentleman, Isaac, I would, yes, sir, no, sir, and I would be very respectful to his daughter in front of him, but also when you're not in front of him. If you treat her with the amount of respect and treat her as the gentleman that you obviously are, because you would not be concerned about this if you didn't care. So kudos for that. But you need to act like a gentleman and be respectful of him. And if you do that, he will give you the moon. If you don't do that, he will make your life a living hell. And there's no in between with this guy. He either loves you or you're out of his life. Okay? So just be aware of that with him. He is very, very tough. He has high expectations, and he wants things his way. And that's, you just got to understand that it's his house and he makes the rules.
Isaac says, yeah, they carry hurt from the past situations.
Yeah.
I will for sure be respectful and not cross any lines.
Good for you. A young man that actually listens to advice.
I was just
I
about to
love
say
you,
someone
Isaac.
who's listening. Someone who's listening.
Isaac's my new best friend.
There you go. Look at that, Isaac. You're making friends already.
You're making friends already, sweetie pie. Yeah,
Sure.
but you have to realize that what she says about what happened isn't exactly what happened. Okay? So
The answer to that is no. It is not what happened. I feel like it's a version of it. It's the way
yeah,
she saw it, but it's not how it happened.
It's embellished. Let's just put it that way. Okay? So, and do not try and solve problems. Oh, he gave me a little smiley face. Thank you, Isaac. It takes so little to make me happy these days. Do not try to fix the relationship between the two, Isaac. It's not your job. What your job is to treat his daughter with respect and to treat him with respect. Because if you are respectful to him, he will be your best friend and your biggest fan. Okay? Trust me on this.
Absolutely. Well, Isaac, hopefully we were able to answer your question on that. He said okay. And, it is about the two of them seeing things differently. You've got old school and you got new school. They're not mixing well. She doesn't want to bend to any of his ways, and he doesn't want to bend to any of her ways. But they need to find that equal medium. And you know what I believe as well is that you can bring that mediumship to them, which will balance things out between them. And as Holly was saying, being respectful and giving him what he wants, even though it seems old school, you're appeasing him. You're making him happy. You're doing what he would like to see to move forward. But to do the schooling and to get her where she needs to be and show that you're getting that, you're impressing him is really going to make things happen. Well, they change their ways of thinking towards each other. Well, that does come in time, but that happens only when you help. It's your help and your guidance with her that's going to balance this out, which shows her father that she's growing up. Because I feel like he thinks that she's more of a child than she is an adult.
A spoiled child.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's one of those things where he's going to have to see to believe. And he wants to, let me tell you this, he wants to see, but in the past, he has not seen. And so he's very doubtful.
Disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very doubtful. So, All right, Isaac. Well, thank you so much for your question. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell while you're on YouTube Live. On Facebook, like the group that you're in. And if you're on any of our other podcast systems and radio systems, don't forget to like and send a comment. All right, guys. We are going to take just a minute and we will be right back. We have to take a minute for our sponsor. All right. That was a cute little sponsorship here from My Psychic Connection. Go on the site, get 3 free minutes when you sign up, and additional minutes every time you add funds. So, I think we're the only site that does that. When you add funds,
I know we are.
I like free. Free works for me. But don't forget to join us this Saturday at 5 p.m. We're going to be going on Facebook Live with all the psychics that you see during the week, including Marin. She's going to be joining us. It's going to be fun. She's our dream interpreter on Thursday nights. If you have any dream questions and you'd like to know a little bit more about your dreams to get some better understanding of the things that are going on, I'm telling you, that is a show to watch. It is so awesome how all of us come together to bring you guys what you guys need to know about your dreams and what it tells you about you. All right. So check us out. And on Wednesday nights, I'm going to tell you Trinity Black, awesome. She is a medium tarot reader. She has amazing information to provide for you guys. She's very in tune, and she gets these messages like nobody's business. So check her out on Wednesday nights. And on Friday nights, you're going to be there with Gifts of Faith, who is an amazing psychic. If you love readings and want to know about your love life, she is the woman to go to. She sees detail about your partner that you didn't even know existed. So check her out on Friday nights. And of course, on Tuesday, you've got myself and Holly here as the Bicker Twins, where we go at it.
Bicker Twins.
The Bicker Twins. We go at it, but we have fun, but we give you guys the answers in which you seek. On Monday nights, you guys got me solo. So it's a great night. I really enjoy talking to each and every one of you. So thank you guys for joining us each and every night, and continue to tell your friends and, spread the news and get some questions and answers. We are on Saturday going to be doing some giveaways, like smartwatches, like I've been showing you guys here recently. We're going to be giving away a bunch of these. We have them in white, pink, and black. Well, they call it gold. It looks pink to me. I say it's gold.
Is it rose gold?
Yeah, but it looks pink. So
I want a pink one.
Oh, I'll give you one. You didn't ask for one. we got them for giveaways. So check us out on Saturday, where we'll be doing some giveaways, and we'll be doing some free minute giveaways on the website. We're also going to have a bunch of people sign up on the website. We're going to do step-by-step sign-ups, and those who are signing up, that's how we're going to do the giveaways. So for each person that's signing up, you let us know that you signed up, give a screen name, and we get the screen name. We're going to put your name in a drawing, and then at the end of the show, we're going to do some drawings, and then we're going to take some information in order to mail you your smartwatches. And if you have free minute giveaways and you got the free minutes, we'll put them automatically on your account so you guys can talk to whoever psychic you'd like. There's over 120 psychics on the site. So enjoy, have fun, have a blast. The people are awesome. And like I said, the more cool people I meet, the more we add to the site. So it just keeps getting better and better each year. All right, let's keep on going here. We got Tanya. Hey, Tanya, what's going on? I see you there. I got some other people down here at the bottom. It says, yes, Nina, I did get your messages, honey, but you got to realize that I've been super busy during the day, so I get to everybody's questions as soon as I can. So if you have a question and you need to ask it, you can either ask it on the website or you can ask it here on the show. I try not to do private messages through Facebook to do readings like that. So I understand your predicament, but I try to get to everything a certain way because I need to have some me time as well. So hopefully you guys understand that. And like I said, I'll try to answer people's questions as much as I can.
I know, I understand that.
I get thousands of questions a day, so it's really hard to keep up with everybody. So just understand that it's easier for me to do it here or on the website because I can get to them immediately. But those questions asked in another direction, they may take me a really long time to get to. So nothing against anybody. Just hold on tight, and I'll get to you as fast as I can. Okay, let's keep on going here. Jen, you asked you would love a reading. Please ask a direct question so we can get to the bottom of the situation to help you out, and we'll be more than happy to answer you. All right, let's keep on going. It says, I got hello. How are you, Journey and Holly? We're doing great. Thanks, Asha. All right, let's keep on going here. It says, is this Bree? Bree says, I would love a reading. Please ask a direct question, and then we'll be more than happy to answer it. Jenna, or I don't know why I want to keep calling her Jenna, but it's Jen, asked about finances, please. Please give us the direction of the finances because that can go in many, many different directions. So kind of narrow it down. All right. We got Catherine. She's saying, nope, she called you Faith there. That's right. I forgot about that. She said, oops, sorry, Holly.
Whoops, Holly.
Whoopsie poopsie. All right, let's keep on going. Should I leave the current relationship? I already feel like you checked out, Teresa. You know, the energy that I got with your situation is that, you know, there's caring there, but I just don't feel like there's love there anymore. There's a care for one another, and I feel like the current situation, I feel that if you wanted to make it work, you could, but the energy that circles it is that there's just a caring there. And there is a love, but it is a love like you would give a friend, a good friend. But it's not a love as you would call, this is my husband, or this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is whoever this person is to you. I just don't see the connection as strong as it once was. And so the relationship could last if you wanted to continue to keep playing house. But is it something that you want? Because from what I see, you've already checked out of the relationship. You're being nice and you're holding on and you're trying to keep everything together because that's what you do. I feel like you're like a mother hen and you take care of a lot of people, but you take care of yourself in the same way. And that's how you're keeping your household like a mother hen, just holding it together, but you're not allowing yourself to feel. And because you're not doing that for yourself, I feel like that's caused energy to kind of make you pull back from the relationship, which kind of made you fall out of love of your current situation. So for this relationship, in order to blossom, you would need to rekindle it. But to me, it feels like the wick is burning at both ends of the stick. And it's burning quick. And not that you dislike them or hate them, but like I said, you care for them. And notice how I keep saying caring, because it's not love anymore. If you rekindle the relationship, there's a possibility for love. But in all honesty, I feel as though that you need to put on the big girl panties and do what you need to do for you. She says, wow, spot on. Everything about me is on hold. Exactly. And you keep putting your life on hold because you keep maintaining everybody else, but you're never taking care of Teresa. You need to take care of Teresa. Holly, stop tapping stuff. I'm talking. You were tapping something. Stab it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But the thing is that the energy that I see, it's just a caring. You don't want to hurt them. You want to care about them. You want to love them. But you need to do for you and make sure that everything can fall into place. You know how to do that. She says, she's scared of being alone. Haha. Well, you know what? You're not really alone. That's the thing. You're not really alone. So hang in there, and I'm going to pass the mic over to Holly so she can give you your insight.
Okay, so this is what I was tapping. Sorry, Ryan. I wasn't even gonna realize that I was doing that. Oh my lord. Okay, so I pulled a couple of cards for you. This is from my fairy deck. This is the one. Don't laugh, Ryan.
I'm not saying a word.
You're smiling, I can tell. This
No,
is the
not
Three of
me.
Winter, and this is the Magician. So the Three of Winter, it's about reaching out to others for comfort and love, and that you will grow stronger from this relationship, and it's a sadness that will heal with time. The other card is the Magician. You can do anything, sweetie. But it is time to take charge of your life, and you can manifest what you need to be a success. You being in a constant state of hold is making you miss opportunities for new relationships, but it's also making you miss opportunities for you to grow and to spread your wings and to develop your talents. So, Teresa, I understand that you feel like you're afraid to be alone, but you've got a lot of people in your life that kind of come in and out. And that's never going to change with you, honey, because you're a beacon for people. So don't worry about that. But, you know, it is better to leave a relationship healthily, okay, than to be in, a very negative situation. And I'm not seeing this as a negative situation. I'm just seeing this as, Ryan is saying that the candle's burning at both ends, and I'm saying that the candle is burning at both ends, but the wicks are beginning to sputter out, and that's okay. That's okay, and you need to be okay with the fact that it's okay. It will be sad, and it's not going to be a picnic, but it's not something that you can't handle. But you need to also realize that this is keeping you from moving forward. And you definitely need to move forward because there are wonderful things coming for you in the new year. But you need to get your personal life in order first. Okay? Journey?
All right. Yeah, it definitely felt like the energy was certainly, I'm going to fix everybody else. I'm going to fix everything. And the reason you keep fixing everything else is because the one thing that needs to be fixed is on hold. So she feels the constant need to want to work on everything. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, makes a big deal. It really, really does. Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
She put some hearts up for us.
Oh, thank you. I still want your hair, Teresa. You've got the best hair. She does. It's all. Whew.
It's fabulous. It is great.
It's fabulous. With all her fabulousness now. Okay.
All right. So Tara has a question for us tonight. She says, I have a big trip coming up and I'm nervous. How will it go? Well, on this trip, I don't feel like it's a bad one. I don't feel like you're going to be in a place where you're nervous. I mean, I get the nervousness now, but when you actually get there, the whole energy changes, and I feel like you embrace everything that's going on around you. You're really good about, kind of blending in and figuring things out. And then when you figure it out, you stand tall. So I don't feel like you've got anything, to really worry about when it comes to that. And I feel like you are going to have a great trip. And I feel though the things that you're wanting to happen during this trip, you're going to be able to make happen. So I'm seeing a lot of positive for this. And I keep seeing, take some time for you while you're on this trip as well. I feel like, don't make it about everything else that's going on or for the reason that you went on this trip. The thing is that give yourself some alone time as well and take care of you, because I'm feeling a lot of stress around you, Tara. So I really hope that you don't, overdo it and kind of burn yourself out, because I kind of feel like you're at that, like you're at your wit's end, and, you don't need to have that much pressure on yourself, because I feel as though that, things are going to come around and you're going to be really surprised how that happens for you. So just, kind of hang in there, allow yourself a couple minutes for you. You're going to be able to do it. Things are going to be able to move forward. But I really think this is a positive trip. I really believe that you're going to be able to, move forward and do what you need to do here. So just kind of hang in there. And what else did she say here? Teresa says, she goes, yay, Disney World. Don't know about some people going. Thank you. This is very spot on. Just make sure you take some time for you. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're going to be able to kind of balance out, see the situation, you're going to kind of blend in, and then you're going to stand tall, and you're going to be very proud of yourself. But still give yourself that minute. And if you're at Disney World, they got big tubs, fill it full of soapy water, get inside, sprinkle a little salt, and relax. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Holly so she can give you your insight.
Tara. Well, sweetie, the trip is going to be fine if you allow it to be fine, let's not make a self-fulfilling prophecy here, sweet pea. You are so stressed about this being perfect and everybody having a wonderful time. And do we have our tickets? And do we have our reservations? And do we have it? What's the room going to be like? And blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you're going to drive yourself crazy. And you're going to stress yourself right out of not having a good time in Disney World. Okay? Sweetheart, I know that, this is all for the children and, the baby and everything, but pack your bags, plan ahead of time, give yourself plenty of time before you leave to plan and pack. Okay? Do it ahead of time. And that way, when you get there, everything's done and you can have a wonderful, great time and you can make beautiful memories with your new little family. Okay? Because that's what this is about. It is not about having the perfect outfit for every occasion. Okay?
She says, yes, 2 kids, 1, 8 weeks. And
8 weeks.
The other 2, I definitely need to relax. Absolutely. That's why I knew she needed to take time. I knew she needed to take time. It was showing it, like seriously showing it. It was.
Oh my gosh, how wonderful. So, yes, but make sure that you make time for mommy and daddy time, okay? But do not become a self-fulfilling prophecy where you have stressed yourself out so much, sweetheart, that you don't enjoy your trip. Okay? Y'all have worked very, very hard and very long to take this trip, so you deserve to enjoy it. Make sure you've got all the safety precautions and everything. But I'm showing that if you will just relax, you will have a fabulous, fabulous time. If you worried constantly about every little thing and if everybody is having a good time, nobody's going to have a good time. Okay? So please, please, please relax. I want you to get some lavender oil and spray it inside your suitcases and on your clothes. Now you need to mix this with some distilled water. But what that will do is it will help you relax. Okay?
Lazal, thank you so much. You guys are great. Laugh out loud. Funny you being the outfits up, and I want them all to be perfect. I guess I just need to chill on that a little. Okay.
Yes.
She says, I'll definitely do that. She does need to relax. That's something that we both see. And that was what I was seeing immediately is like, you need to relax. Get in that tub. Relax. Take the time for you. Because I feel like you're overly stressed and it's showing big time.
Yes.
It's definitely showing big time.
Believe me, sweetheart, if you're going to look beautiful in whatever you have on, so please don't worry about it. Okay? You're going to be fine, Tara. And I hope you have a wonderful time in Disney World with your new family. That's just awesome. How sweet is that? Journey?
Well, definitely feel like she's going to get some. She gets the opportunity. Mm-hmm. The opportunity is there. It surrounds her. So just take your time to, get to that, and you'll be fine.
Yes.
All right. Let's keep on going here. I've seen some other questions that we had. I just got to scroll up. So give me just a second, guys, as I scroll up to our next question. So, all right. We got Blue Jean. She says she loves you. And all right. Well, apparently when we were talking about the grandma thing, Pamela says, no shame, Miss Holly. After we got 40, we go all the way downhill. So apparently,
Pamela, I'm looking at at your picture, there is no downhill anywhere near you, baby.
You
You're
love her hair
gorgeous.
too. You have
I
the thing
know.
about
I
her
totally want
too.
that hair.
You want that color.
I want that color, and I want Teresa's hair. That's what I want.
There you go. Oh man,
There I
you're
go.
just getting it all. Maybe you mix the both of them. And you'll have the nice
Ooh.
red with the silvery blonde and the big. Yeah, do it up, girl. You can do it. You can do
it.
All right, guys, let's keep on going here. It says, all right, that's not a question. So,
What's not a question?
okay, so something's going on here. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and try to. We lost connection to some things, so I'm going to try to figure out what that is to make sure that we're not losing off all of our people.
Don't y'all just love technology?
It is great.
So if you've watched the show and you've seen Marin on here, Marin just got her Facebook page today. And I was the technical consultant for that.
Oh, my Lord.
Thank you, everybody. Yes. Okay. So Marin sent him a friend request, and Marin told him that I was her technical assistant, and he went LOL. No other words, just LOL. Yeah.
Well, if you know how you are with technology, you will know that that's a terrible thing.
Listen, she's got a page now, and she's got friends. I helped with that. Me.
I know. Have you met you in technology?
Listen, just because the first 2 weeks I was on radio and on StreamYard, he had to get on every time, whether he was on the show or not, and make sure I hadn't blown up my computer. He's
make sure
never
she
gonna let
wasn't
me
losing
forget
out
that.
on what needs to happen here.
Y'all, he's never gonna let me forget that. Never.
I will help her no matter what. All right, so let me keep going here down to the questions, and this is chit chat between people. All right, so let's keep going here. Okay.
I'm loving that everybody's starting to be friends on here together. Isn't that
I
nice?
like it too. I think it's amazing how that happens.
We're
All
just
right.
having our own little family reunions of my psychic connection.
This is not a full question. It says, does A know that I like him? Okay, so rephrase the question and send it back. We'll be more than happy to answer it, okay? All right, Sierra says, I feel like someone is trying to get in contact with me. I've been having headaches and little things have been happening around my apartment, catching my attention. Is there anything I can do? Okay, so when it comes to that and you're trying to get some information or something's trying to grab your attention, I don't feel as though that they're not directly communicating with you in the way that you and I are talking now. They're trying to show you something and bring something to your attention. Pay attention to the things that are moving, to pay attention to the things that are trying to, like what's being pointed out. If it's, someone keeps picking up crayons or someone keeps, they keep doing all these different things. So just make sure you're doing what you can to see what these things are. What is it that's moving? What is going on there? Move yourself forward. But I'm going to tell you right now, the energy definitely looks good. I don't feel like it's anything that is negative, and I get that it's a guardian. Someone is trying to warn you of something that you're not paying attention to. And I'm going to tell you this, it keeps saying it's you. It keeps saying that there's something that you're not paying attention, like you're not giving yourself enough self-love. I feel like there's a lot of doubt in your life right now. And I feel like you need to start becoming a little bit more confident and stop thinking about the things in which you don't have, but think about the things you do have, the accomplishments that you've made in order to get there, and how you're going to continue to keep fighting forward. Now, I'm going to hand this over to Holly because she looks like she's very intense. And she's got something to say. Miss Holly? I'll get rid of that so you can see.
See, I'm even too short to be on this show because all the signs cover up my face. Sierra, honey, these headaches that you're having and these things that are getting your attention, that's your guardian telling you that, and I'm going to put this as politely as I can, and I don't mean to come down on you, honey, it's time to grow up. Time to grow up. Time to be a big girl. The energy in your apartment is fine, but there is some chaos that is surrounding you. And it's stuff that you can stop. You can stop the chaos. Alrighty. There are also some relationships that need to be mended, and that's going to need to start from you. So this is just basically a very not so subtle way of saying you have so much potential and there's so many wonderful things that you can do, but we need to start moving in that direction. Okay? They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to, basically, they're saying, Sierra, wake up! Come on, baby, it's time. Let's wake up. Let's move forward. Come on, let's get out of this mess. Come on. So that's what they're doing. I would love to tell you it's going to stop, but unless you start moving in that direction, they can get noisy, trust me, because I've been there, done that, and I got the t-shirt, and it ain't fun. So listen to them and start moving forward, and the headaches will go away and they will calm down a little bit. Alrighty?
She says she absolutely agrees. They think they want me to make up with my dad. Absolutely.
Yes. But that's got to start with you.
That's exactly right. You know, that connection that you have with your father comes with a lot of guilt. I keep seeing guilt surrounding you when it comes to that. So, you know, stop guilting yourself, stop overthinking everything, and have that just like Holly said, that grown-up conversation with your father. It's time to have the conversation in which you didn't want to have. It has to happen. And he has to see things from your point of view as well. It can't be a one-sided thing, but you also need to listen to what he needs to say first. Because if you hear everything he's got to say first, when you talk, you're going to be able to fill in the blanks. And you're also going to be able to correct a few things in which he sees that aren't correct in your world. Would you agree?
Yeah. It's also going to change her perspective if she listens with an open heart and tries to look at it from his point of view and not from a defensive point of view. Because I'm getting that you're very defensive right now, Sierra. And the past is the past, sweetie. Okay? And you can change the past. But what you can do is change the future. And sometimes we change the future by saying, you know, I'm sorry for the past. We're not going to go there again. Okay? Nope. You are still his baby. He still loves you. That's not going to change.
Nope.
But just realize that he's hurt.
So this says, I got hurt from what he said to me in June.
That was June.
Exactly. That was June. This is December. It's time to have that talk, whether you are ready for it or not, to be honest with you. You're going to want to do it before you get to the holiday.
Yeah.
You don't want to have that conversation on your holiday. So if I were you, I would do it before. So if you're someone who celebrates Hanukkah, you've got 2 days. You've got today and tomorrow, because on the 10th, guess what starts?
Hanukkah.
Exactly. And you don't
And
want to
see-
do it if you celebrate Christmas. You don't got much time for that either. You got about 2 weeks.
And Sierra, honey, take it from somebody who knows my dad has been gone since 2006. Okay? And he died and we were on good terms. But believe me when I tell you that there's not a day that goes by that I don't wish that I could talk to him. So just be aware of that. And now is the time. Let's have a Christmas miracle or a Hanukkah miracle. Okay? So I realize that he hurt you in June, but you need to look at why and the situation surrounding what he said. Okay? Alrighty, sweet pea. Sierra, a good way to clear the air quickly is with peppermint. So I would get some peppermint oil or Mrs. Myers, which I love. If y'all don't know about Mrs. Myers is wonderful. It's cleaning materials. They have all sorts of scents, and right now they have a peppermint scent out. They also have a snowdrop scent. Peppermint scent is great, especially if you've got guests coming your way.
Sierra says, but I do miss him and think we should talk. And thank you guys so much. I agree completely.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad, Sierra. Get some Mrs. Myers peppermint cleaner and clean your place where you're staying. That gets rid of negative stuff super quick. Okay? And the old wives' tale is that peppermint keeps out evil spirits. So,
I grow peppermint around my house, so.
If you have evil in-laws, you might want to spray it around before they come see you during the holiday.
Now, just
it's also good for killing germs, just so you know.
Peppermint grows like a weed. It will spread like wildfire.
Yes,
so you
it
have
does.
To keep up. It's one of those plants you have to maintain. Because if you don't, guess what?
And it's really good in sweet tea, just so I'm saying.
And it smells really good growing.
It does. It smells wonderful.
It smells so good. That's why it's by my front porch. Also have a night blooming jasmine. It smells good too.
Oh, that'd make a pretty perfume.
It is. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's initials. So we'll just call you Miss. Hey, Miss. All right. Well, we got some more questions here, so let's go ahead and scroll back up and get to the fun part where we've got more here. And this one is from Sweet Fairyish. Says, hello, grateful for some guidance on my love life, please. Single for years. There was a tall guy I noticed last month who came at my workplace things. Okay. So Sweet Fairyish, I'm going to say this right off the bat. The energy that I get surrounding, I noticed that you noticed the tall guy. You had a connection kind of, with that. I don't scrap that because that's not even going to be the person in which is going to come into your life. The thing that I'm getting is that you have to open the door to allow people in because that door is slammed shut and no one's getting in a door that's not open. This means putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to be single and allowing yourself to be open to a relationship. I know you backed off of relationships because they scared you. And the thing is that things aren't the way that you may want them at the moment. But, putting yourself out there, that's like putting yourself on a dating site or putting yourself in a gathering of people or going to a picnic or going to a barbecue, allowing yourself to get out and be seen. as of right now with the pandemic, a lot of the gatherings have slowed down. But because of that, the online preference has changed. So a lot of people are going online and talking with one another, communicating, building friendships, and doing things to that nature. Now, don't go near the people that are tearing each other apart. That's just not who you are as a person. Because I see very sweet energy. I also feel, in a sense, there's a strong innocence with you. And you've been taken advantage of many times before, is what it looks like to me, and that's why that door slammed shut. Because you're scared to go any further. You've been taken advantage. You don't want that to happen again. Well, we all take our time to heal. Now, this is your last part of your healing process. That last part is opening that door. When you open that door and walk through it to meet the people on the other side, you're going to see the connection to other people. Getting yourself out there makes you feel, healthy. It makes you feel excited. It gets a lot of attention for you. She says, it makes sense. Guys never seem to approach me or start conversations with me. That's because your energy is pulled back, honey, and they can see that. So when they feel like you're pulled in and that you're not going to be approachable, or you would, if they said, hey, how are you? And you would be like, oh, I'm great. How are you? I'm so-and-so. They're not seeing that with you. They're seeing closed off. I don't want to talk to you. I'm looking at you, but go away. That's what they're getting. So open that door and allow them to come in, because that will make things happen for you. Okay, I'm going to hand the mic over to Holly, and she'll be able to give you some insight on what she sees there too.
So yes, you are very closed off, and there's a lot of fear in your stomach. Okay. So what my guides are telling me is they're telling me that you need to shake it off. Okay? So when you're wanting to attract love, one of the best things to do is to wear a rose base scent. Now, this can be any type of rose scent that works with your body chemistry. Okay? And rose helps bring defenses down and attract romance. The other thing that is good to attract romance, there are two other things. A rose quartz crystal, carry it with you, and burn a pink candle. Pink candles are for romantic love, but it's also for long-lasting relationships, not just carnal. Okay? Great. I know you feel stuck, sweetie. Using these will help you gain a little confidence and will help move you forward a little bit. And like Journey said, reaching out to people online right now may not be a bad idea for you. And you can also find interest groups of things that you're interested in if you don't want to do the dating thing. I think that internet dating for you might be a good thing because it might give you a platform to put your toe in the water without having to make a great big commitment. But also getting on some forums of things that interest you. Be wary of people because, people tend to fib on the internet. But I'm saying that if you will do that and burn that pink candle and wear some rose scent, that's kind of going to break the barriers down a little bit and start moving you forward. Okay? But I do see someone coming into your life February, March of next year. And it's going to be a good relationship. So don't be afraid.
She says, I don't know. I do notice guys, but it never leads to anywhere will stay open.
Well, not will stay open, will open up. Okay? Because you're very, very closed. I get a lot of fear from you. And I understand that. But we cannot live in a state of fear.
She says, thank you, Miss Holly.
You're welcome, sweetie pie. Okay? But pink candle, rose quartz, crystal, they make little heart-shaped ones that you can get. They're like $3. And a rose-based scent. Whatever type of scent. Rose vanilla is usually a good mixture. Because that men like vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan's going, mm-hmm. Okay, so I personally do not like jasmine. Like a pastry. And they also like jasmine. But the magic combination, just so you know, is rose, grapefruit, and vanilla. That is the magic combination. Oh, great, Sierra! Yay! Go, Sierra!
That's definitely sent my dad a message. Thank you guys for opening my eyes. You're absolutely welcome, Sierra. But for Sweet Fairy-ish, the thing is that you are ready to open that door. You're ready to find love. But when you walk through that door, bust that damn thing down. Don't go back to it.
Yes. Sweet Fairy-ish, it might be time for a new name, my dear. I get visions of strawberry shortcake and the little doll, not the cartoon, whatever the hell it was. You're so funny. Maybe Sassy Fairy-ish would be a better one. Let's be a little sassy. Okay? Did you just play one of your things?
I sure did.
Oh my gosh, it's 11:15, y'all. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin in a minute.
She'll be good.
Anyway, so
there was one last question here that kind of caught my eye before we leave tonight's show that I would like to bring to the table.
Okay.
Question comes from Amy.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, what does it mean when someone tells you that you have power or you're powerful? I've heard it a number of times recently, and I don't understand. So that is a good question, and it can go in it goes in different ways for you. So the first thing that I see is power is that they see your intuitive side. They see the things that you're capable of. They see that you pay attention, the strength in your words, the things that you understand, the way you see things. There's multiple directions when it comes to your being powerful because you're one of those people that can take it all in. You're more than an empath. You have psychic capabilities that you're not opening up. They're there, you tap into them, and you use them on a regular basis, but you don't go further with them than that. But people see that power coming from you. It radiates. It's strong. You walk into the room, the whole room changes. You can feel everything that's going on. If someone's arguing with somebody else. You just can feel what's happening in the room before saying anything to anyone. So you pick up on everyone's emotions, but you know how to control them as well. And Miss Holly over there, it looks like she's biting at the bit. So I'm going to let her put her insight in.
Stop laughing, you fool.
And then I will fill in some more stuff, but I know she's over there I want to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and let her give you her insight as what she sees with the situation.
Amy, honey, I believe I was one of the ones that said that to you. So here's the thing. Amy, you can control energy. You can change the atmosphere in the room. Now, and that's what I mean by power.
I can definitely feel things, and a weird sort of way.
It's not weird. I want everybody, Amy, I don't mean to yell at you. Yes, I do. That's not weird. That is your divine. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get on my soapbox. Buckle up, Journey. It's going to be a rough ride, honey.
You're the thunder already.
Amy, you feel things in a divine way. It's not weird. It is part of your divine DNA. Okay? It is part of us being God's children. Okay? Don't be sorry. Please don't be mad at me that I'm yelling at you. I don't mean to yell at you. I just want you to understand. Stop playing sound effects. Oh.
You knew I was going to do so because
I know. I'm not finished. Be quiet.
Tell me to be quiet. I'll mute you.
I know. You do it all the time. Anyway, big deal. Anyway, all right. So, Amy, you can, when you walk into a room, you can change energy almost effortlessly. And you also know when the energy is off, it's not right. And you know how to fix it, but you don't feel like you should or that you have the skill set to do so. I'm here to tell you that you should change it most of the time. Sometimes it needs to stay the way that it is, but you'll know that. Your tummy will tell you. But that's what I mean by power. You are in touch with your divine spark, your divine gifts. You understand that you have them. We're not going to call them weird anymore. We're going to call them divine because that's what they are. There is nothing weird or supernatural about them. Okay? God made all this.
Since I've been raised opposite Journey in a way that makes me feel as though the divine power is a bad thing. You're very right that I sort of have that effect.
Okay. It's not a bad thing. People don't understand it, and what people don't understand, they fear. Okay? But that's why Journey and I are doing this show. That's why I do what I do. That's why there's a Good Golly Miss Holly site. That's why I'm on Facebook and why I do radio shows and why I do readings. It's all about taking the ooh out of the woo-woo. Okay? Because there is no ooh. There really isn't any woo-woo. It is just stuff that we are beginning to feel because the world is changing. Okay? And we are evolving. So it's a little scary for a lot of us because we haven't experienced things like this before. But just because we haven't experienced this before does not mean it is evil or of the devil or anything like that. It just means that we are connecting with each other and the divine in a new and stronger way. Okay? It was meant to be. This was meant to be. You're just waking up and your spiritual gifts are very, very powerful. So that's why I say you're very powerful because you have a lot of gifts and they are strong in you. You know that you have them. They scare you a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay. But they're not evil. They are divine. And especially in your case, they come from a place of love. So, like we mentioned in the last show, Journey and I and Marin are putting together classes for y'all to be able to take. We're also going to do some live events that are going to be like little mini classes and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. That should be coming up soon. And we would love to have y'all in the classes.
How do I learn to understand it, process it, anything with it without waiting, without wanting to tell the school, waiting until the school opens?
The first thing you need to learn how to do, Amy, is to ground. Okay? And we're going to do that right now. So Ryan has wonderful, very quick ways to ground. I'm going to show you the way that I learned how to ground 30 some odd years ago. So what I want everybody to do that's in here with me, we're all going to ground. All right. So if you're sitting down, I want you to sit up straight with your feet on the floor, preferably with your shoes off. Okay? And then I want everybody to take 3 deep breaths. Ready? First deep breath. And let it out. Second deep breath. Let it out. Third deep breath. And let it out. Now then, I want you to everybody just shake the shoulders. You're jiggling, you're not shaking your shoulders.
I'm shaking my shoulders. You just can't see it. The shirt's too big.
Okay. All right, everybody shake their shoulders. And then let's do like this a little bit. Okay, so now then, sit square again. Feet on the floor. Okay? Now then, I want everyone to close their eyes. And I want everyone to envision a beautiful golden light coming down from heaven and going through the top of your head and going down to your chest, down your arms, down the trunk of your body, into your hips, going down to your knees, going down to your ankles, and out the bottom of your feet and into the earth. And I just want you to allow that energy to flow through you. You should feel a little tingly, not bad, not like you're being electrocuted or anything like that, just a little tingly. Okay? Now, any negative gunk that you've got in your energy stream or anything like that, I want you to visualize it as little dust bunnies. And you take in the energy is taking all those little dust bunnies and burning them up, just like little poof, 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 poof everywhere. Okay? And the energy is going out into your feet, into the earth, to be cleansed. So now that we've done that, we're going to start from the bottom. And I want everybody to imagine the energy coming up and around them in a big, beautiful bubble that is your favorite color, but you can see through it, okay? And you can breathe, and you're comfortable, and you can move in the bubble, but the bubble is all around you, okay? That is your protection bubble. So I want everyone to imagine arrows coming towards that bubble and sliding right down it, just like a fried egg slides off a brand new Teflon pan. Nothing can hurt you in that bubble. No negative energy can get to you. Now, love and light and beautiful, positive things can come through the bubble. Anything negative or anything that is wanting to harm you cannot. Now, everybody open their eyes. That, my dear ones, is how you ground, and that protection bubble you need to do every morning, even if you're staying home all day, especially if you're going to be on the internet or anything like that. Okay? So that is how Miss Holly grounds and protects. That's the first thing that we learn in every class that we do. And we do that every class. I have people who've been studying with me for 15, 20 years, and we still do that every time we are in a class together.
Amy says she loves this, and thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Nice. Albert did say any insight on outer body consciousness state.
You want to take that, or you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
Out of body consciousness states. I'm assuming that you're talking about the astral plane, and there's a lot of them. There, meditation. There's some people that go out of body experiences that way. There's also intentional dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is going on to other planes past the astral plane. My suggestion, I know this is not going to make me a popular girl in the New Age world, but I'm not a fan of the astral plane. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because it is actually, now this is my opinion, so it's my opinion, and this opinion comes from a lot of years of teaching this type of stuff. The astral plane is not a highly enlightened realm of existence. I have found that people who like to play on the astral plane tend to spend a whole lot of time there, and I know I'm going to offend some people that are, D&D fans and that type of thing, but a lot of people who are on the astral plane, it's like really playing a live game of D&D. There's a lot of arguing that goes on there. There's a lot of fighting that goes on there. There's a lot of challenges that go challenging each other. It's just not a healthy place. So I don't suggest that you spend a lot of time on it. It can be more detrimental than it can be helpful. Now, there are other places that you can go if you have access to what I call the Akashic Library. That is a wonderful place to go.
Says he's not offended, but he does disagree wholeheartedly.
That's Albert, honey. That's
says there's other
planes, entities, teleportation portals. Yes. Disagree completely, honey. That is wonderful. I'm glad you're here. No problem, Albert. No problem at all. But there are other planes. Peace to you too, baby. There are other planes that you can go on where there's more of an educational focus or a multi-dimensional focus or portals like Albert is talking about. And using some of those portals can take you to some really amazing places where you can experience and grow spiritually. I just don't think that's one plane out of all the realms of existence. So there are multiple planes that have amazing things that you can journey to. My favorite place to go is the Akashic Records because it's like one great big humongous library in the sky, and I love books and reading and all that type of thing, and it's just, to me, it's like Disneyland for bibliophiles. I mean, it's just fabulous. But there are people learn in different ways. Another place that I have seen is one that has three-dimensional sacred geometry. I am not a math person, but I could be in that place all the time. If you have the ability to travel that way, out of body experience type things, make sure that you ground yourself first and that you are protecting yourself in that bubble before you travel astrally. Okay? But it can be a wonderful thing. Also, I would suggest that you keep a journal and a pen, or as my techie friend Journey does, he keeps his phone by him and he just records what he sees. But also keep colored pencils and a drawing pad by you. I'm a very visual person, so I stink as an artist. I'm so bad at it. Hi, Georgina. But I draw what I see. And even if it's just a simple little sketch, I'll go back in and fill it in later. And that's what I suggest that you do. But it's a very wonderful way to stretch yourself spiritually, especially if you're into meditation at all. So I think it's a great idea. Just be careful and ground yourself and protect yourself first.
Sounds good. We all have different ways of seeing things. We're never all going to see eye to eye. Mm-mm. And so we finally get to the planes and the places that we're going to be where we actually experience it for ourselves. So that's always going to be something that we kind of deal with as we go along. Now, just know that, I've seen different planes. I've seen a lot of spiritual stuff. I've been on a lot of spiritual journeys. I've done a lot of investigations for people. I've seen things that shouldn't happen but do happen. And so I do believe in certain planes, and I believe that there's more than one. I believe that there is, I had a gentleman ask me on LinkedIn. He was writing a book. He says, I've been asking many psychics and mediums to explain heaven and the way that they see it. And I said, well, since you're writing a book, you're probably not going to want to hear how I see the spiritual plane. And you definitely don't want to know how I see heaven, because it's not fairy wings and the things that, everybody looks the same as they lived on the earth. Because the one thing I know that I don't want to go to heaven with are scars, and I don't want to go with extra weight, and I don't want to go with, different things. And I know that when I leave this body, this is just a vessel. I'm actually technically just using this body until it perishes, and then I move on. But I do not need this body in order to move on. Mm-hmm. So that's why they tell you to treat your temple, which is your body, good, so you can get the most out of it and to get the most experience. Because when you leave your body, you're going to go, and I call it the collective. People call it heaven. People call it other things. You go back to the collective and you share your knowledge and your ability and what you have been through with everybody else. You're all connected, but you don't look like you. But to everyone else, you are recognized, and to everyone else, you recognize them. But it's not the same. Now, when people come back and they see like apparitions and things like that, those spirits are coming back for you to see them in the way that you would know who they were, so you could recognize them. That's why it takes them so much energy in order to form, because they need you to recognize who they are, because without doing so, you would have no clue. Unless you were, a gifted medium or something to that nature. So that's why they come back and they try to make things happen. But that is for another night, guys, for sure. We have a lot to talk about. That's why we got the show 5 nights a week. All right, guys, it is way past Holly's bedtime, and I've got some puppies to take care of because I can hear them barking in the other room. That means they want to go outside to go potty. So we are going to end tonight. And don't forget to check us out tomorrow. We're going to be here with Trend to Be Black. It's going to be a great show. So tune in for that. And then on Thursday, we're going to be here with Marin. And she's going to tell you about them dreams. Like I said, awesome show. If you have anything about dreams that you want to bring to the table, because you don't know why this book shows up in every dream and it's orange, but I've never opened it or I can't touch it, things like that. These are important things that stand out for you. She's going to be able to help you with that. And along with Holly and myself, we're going to be able to explain some of the psychic connection that connects you to your dreams and why you have them. Mm-hmm. So definitely tune in Thursday night. And of course, on Friday, one of you guys' all-time favorites, Gifts of Faith, will be joining us Friday night. So check it out. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait for everybody to be there for it. Well, Holly, it has been a pleasure with you tonight, hanging out and, doing our annual laugh fest and sticking back and forth and being able to give everybody the energy that, and answers that they seek. So, I know we didn't get to everybody's questions, but definitely tune in tomorrow night and get your question answered by Trinity Black. She's amazing. You're going to love her. She is
amazing.
And I can't wait for you guys, some of you to meet her. Some of you already know her, but I can't wait for you guys to get some answers from her. All right. So, Albert, I'm sorry that there was a disagreement there, but that's the way certain people see things. And as she said, she wasn't trying to hurt anybody. She just wanted to let everybody know her perspective of what she's encountered and what she's seen. It's not always going to be the same for everybody. But like I said, we can only tell it how we see it. And that's how that part goes. Unfortunately, we're not God or goddesses or whatever it may be that you believe in, but we are people, and we do open ourselves up to more than just what's around us, but open ourselves up to the spiritual realm and to other things that provide answers so we can answer your questions to help you out. So I hope everyone has a beautiful night. I'm so glad that everybody came tonight. And Holly, again, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. Can't go wrong hanging out with you and me on a Tuesday night.
I love, this is this is the highlight of my week.
Me too. I love being on the show. It's actually, it's fun. I love Tuesday nights. I love Monday nights too, because I get a chance to, let it just be me at the time, and you guys get a chance to, work with me. And I think that's great, but it's always nice to have someone to go banter with and have a little bit of fun.
Argue with.
Yeah, no, we don't argue. We just
we've just discussed animatedly.
Yes.
I don't think that's a word though.
We just made it one. Ta-da!
Okay.
Google can write it into their dictionary.
There you go.
Anywho, but from everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tune in tomorrow as we're going to be here with Trinity Black. And until then, this is Journey Ryan signing off. Everyone have a great night. Holly, I'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.